Hi, welcome back to eKids International System of Education ICE. Now we are going to discuss about English. I'm sure all of you studying through English medium schools and all, and you speak very good English. There's no question about it. But what we are emphasizing is completely different. English we are divided into two parts. One is the spoken aspect and the written aspect. Most of the time in school they are emphasizing on spoken, so written. That means spoken is automatically is happening in all. So the difference between our English project and other school project is, or any other project is, like we have certain innovation and outcome oriented things and all. We are emphasizing on the international accent or neutral accent English. So we call spoken eKids English, and also similarly we have written eKids English. So spoken eKids English, the difference between the school method and our method is, in school we call 1:40:40. You know the repeat again, 1:40 study, because one teacher, 40 odd students will be there, and 40 students will speak different accent English, because the geographical locality influence will be there, regional language influence will be there. A person come from North India is a different accent, a person come from South India, a different region, even within the state we have different regions. So the regional language influence will be there, our accent influence there. We would like to remove that aspect. So we call, we are just to have a reverse mechanism. We follow a reverse mechanism. We call 1:40 1:40:1. It means one teacher, 40 odd students, and all the students should speak the same accent English or neutral English. That's what we are emphasizing. And in our program, we are focusing on 7 functionalities, and that functionality area will be delivered through clusters. And so we have different levels. The cluster, the functionalities are: we focus on pronunciation skill development, innovative pronunciation skill development. We focus on basic English skill development, innovative vocabulary skill development, grammar skill development, dialogue skills development, sentence formation skill development, storytelling skill development. At the end of the day, you should narrate what you know. It's in a better way. That's very, very important. And many people ask why you are emphasizing on international accent. It's because we are internationalized. So we need to stand, because the local language influences will not be, it will give pride for you. You speak better English, and you have very few minutes. Within few minutes, you have to showcase your talent to others. So that's the reason our English spoken English is very hit for school students. I'll share some of the videos of how our remote village students are speaking English fluently with international accent, and public speaking skill. A lot of things inculcated, and also we emphasizing on the proper reading skill versus proper reading skill. This is what we do for the spoken English. Let us come back to the written stuff, and everyone know how to write English or write things, and this is very important project. We call again in school system, one teacher, 40 odd students, all the students are going to write the same poem or essays in the textbook, but we are going to emphasize one teacher, 40 or students, 40, all the 40 students should write uniquely, and they have to write their own version without compromising the context. Okay, so now the topic is same, but the presentation should vary students to student. That is what we are emphasizing. And many of us now, in our first model, we focus on you can write your own poem. Poem writing skill. How many of you can write poems? In a language or English? Very few people. Many of them, no, I can't. Oh, it's very difficult to memorize a poem. How can I write? No, it's very, very simple. We'll make it very simple. You can't think only a few people who has inherited to write poems can write poems. No, each and everyone have talent, and that's the only thing is the difference in passion. They have the passion to look at it, these things, and they come up with a better way. And we don't have passion, and that's the reason difference. It's not the inherited skill. So skill can be attained through practice with innovative methodology. So that's why we will make sure each one of you can write your own poem. Wonder? Yes, that can be done. So maybe next session, next time when we meet again, definitely we will come up with we'll make sure each and every one can write, because when you look at the object, you look at different way, I look at different way, each and everyone different. So you have a right to express your own version of explanation to people in a fun way, in a proper manner. There is a different techniques there, and that technique we are going to teach you. And if you know the technique, is very simple. I'm sure Kids nowadays are very brilliant, and definitely once you know in a West, in our play we say when you put a line, they put a road. So like this, so we can do wonders. And definitely we will give some tips and tricks to you that makes it techniques. It's all about just one thing. Our main aim is to not to teach everything from top to bottom. And look at that, Dhoni or Virat Kohli and all. Even though they score tons and of so many runs, still they need a coach. The coach is need not to teach everything from basics of cricket techniques and all like that. No. They will tell the techniques, adjustment, and that is enough for the people to score better runs. Similarly, you know English very well, better than us, but we have some techniques. That technique, if you understand, if you apply, you can do wonders. That's all. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Let's move forward. Thanks a lot.